Remember the water cycle? We always say that water is constantly evaporating from the water bodies, from plants, from soil surface. How is this happening? Like I told you, the kinetic energy of all substances and also within a substance in all layers is not same. At the surface level, kinetic energy is more. So, at the surface of a liquid, the evaporation will be more, and that is a great advantage. That means we do not always have to heat for changing liquid to gas. So, in the case of water, what happens? Constantly evaporation is taking place from the uppermost surface of water. That is why the clouds are formed and it comes back to us as rain, right. So, another thing is that liquid to gas is evaporation, and gas back to liquid is condensation, and water cycle is nothing but a cycle of evaporation and condensation. So, evaporation always takes place, but it takes place from the upper surface. Now, under which conditions evaporation takes more? A very day to day experience. Take into consideration various seasons. You want to dry your clothes. At night only you wash your socks or your uniform. Now, you want it to dry fast. What do? And when is it easier? In summers you even spread it outside and it dries up. But that does not happen in case of winter, and especially it does not happen when it is rainy season. So, what do? How do you improvise? In winter or rainy season, not only you put it inside the house, you also switch on the fan. That means the factors which can increase or decrease evaporation are there. And also when you want to dry your clothes, you spread them well. So, from this example we can say that the factors which are favorable for evaporation are: first, the exposed surface area. Even a small thing like a hanky, if you spread it, it will dry up very fast. Do you ever dry your hanky when it is folded? Of course you do not. Second, temperature. That is why the clothes dry up faster in summers and not in winters. So, when atmospheric temperature is higher, the rate of evaporation will also be more. Third, humidity. That is amount of water vapors present in the atmosphere. When humidity is high, as in the case of rainy season or in the coastal cities like Mumbai or Chennai, the rate of evaporation is less. So, clothes do not dry up fast. Fourth is wind. When air is blowing, then even when it is becoming saturated with water vapors, it is humid because air is moving. What is wind? Moving air. So, fresh air comes and it is able to take up more molecules of water. So, when it is a windy day, the rate of evaporation is more, and so the clothes dry faster. That is why you remember you kept your clothes under the fan, because there was then moving air, and that helped to increase the evaporation. Now, what is wind? Moving air is wind. So, when air is not moving, what happens? After some time, due to evaporation, humidity increases and air gets saturated, and so it will not let more water in. So, evaporation rate will go down. But if air is moving, then the humid air will move away and the fresh air which will be dry will be able to allow more water to come in. So, on a windy day, the evaporation is faster, clothes dry up faster. And what is the improvisation we did? We kept our clothes under the fan, because they provided an artificial situation where the wind was there, and so the evaporation increased.